Okay, Dan? Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the weekly meeting for the Rotary Club of Harleysville. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag for the United States of America and to the republic with liberty and justice for all. And now the four-way test of all the things we say and do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And our reflection this morning will be from Valerie.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to get together as friends, as business professionals, as people who truly want to serve our communities. Thank you for the opportunity to have our health and just bless us in this meeting today and as we go about our lives, helping in service of our communities. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you very
Feel free to pull it out, make it official.
Thank you, Valerie. See, when you're not prepared, it comes right from the heart. See? Okay, we don't have a speaker today, so we might dive a little bit deeper into some of the upcoming activities that we have coming up while we're going through our calendar agenda this morning. Foundation Gala, Rotary International Foundation fundraiser at the Brookside Country Club is coming up on March 8th. So that's, well, there's one at the Brookside Country Club, and then the gala in William Penn Inn is, are they both the 18th? One's the 8th.
The gala is the 18th. Yeah, what's coming? I didn't.
There's a Rotary International Foundation event at Brookside Country Club, which I guess is tomorrow, from 5:30 to 8 p.m. If you're interested in information on that, that's on the district calendar. The gala is coming up 10 days later on the 18th. So that is the big event that we remember each year that happens at the William Penn Inn. We are going to be putting a basket together for that event. And Frank has some information he'd like to share about that. Started, we need some help to complete it.
Yeah, I have a sheet here. The 18th is coming very quickly. I wine and charcuterie type basket. So I already put in 2 bottles of red wine, and 3 bottles of white wine, like Pinot, Chardonnay, Champagner, something like that. Okay. The other things are like little snacks, like a small box of chocolate, like a either deli or something, just a small thing on one of the big 3. Some of those other little non-refrigerated meats and cheeses you have, they wrap them up in something to keep refrigerated. So a little like a small box of that, and some crackers, chips to go with the cheese and so on. And anybody think of anything else, like a cheese knife or a cup or something like that. So I have a little, I have a sheet here, just put your name next to it, I know somebody will be doing that. I appreciate it, and bring it in next week, just like, because that's the 15th, and this is the 18th, so bring it in next week. Or if you want to give me the money inside, I can go after it, I'll go after it. But either way, I want to get it to them by next week. So thank you very much for help out. I'll get that one. Then in April, we'll talk about the STEM day. That's the one I have a lot of also for.
Thank you, Frank. Any questions on any of those 2 upcoming events? Okay. The 4-way test speech contest will be coming up on March 22nd. Sorry, I'm reading off my phone because I forgot my regular tablet this morning. At Dock Academy, that'll be at 2:45 in the afternoon. Phil, do you have any additional information that you want to share about that?
Well, I still have, we're going to need to fill up a few more volunteers. I see we still need a timekeeper, a judge, and a score tally. If you can do it, does anybody can tell time? Just checking. Digital or analog? Oh. Yeah, that's right. It is March 22nd. It's a Wednesday in the afternoon. So, you know what, maybe Val, I'll send a thing to you and you can shoot it out to the club at large. It's usually less than an hour, but they're interesting speeches.
Again, I remember I mentioned last week at last year's district conference when they had a couple of the winners of the recent 4-way test contest speak at the district conference. It was just amazingly impressive to listen to these young people and how poised they were and how great their speeches were. It was a great opportunity to see them. The March 25th, the RLI is happening at the Gambit Center, which is at DeSales University in Center Valley. That will be on a Saturday from 7:30 a.m. to approximately 1 o'clock. It's a great opportunity if you're in leadership, if you're not in leadership, if you want to learn more about Rotary. It's a great opportunity to learn more about Rotary and maybe give you some ideas about what opportunities there are available in Rotary. Again, information on that event is on the district calendar, and you can register for that through that link as well. On April 15th, it's a Saturday, the Perkiomen Watershed is doing their annual stream cleanup. If anyone's interested, I'm trying to put a group together to clean up a tributary in Lower Southport Township. If you go on to the Perkiomen Watershed's website, you can register for that on their website. They have all the locations listed on there, and you should be able to see my name listed on one of the Harleysville sites. So we can build up a team there. I'm thinking maybe the stream that goes along the side of Hennings or something like that, a short stretch of that to clean up some of the debris along the bank there. So that'd be a nice opportunity. And then I think the week after that, we're going to be doing our Adopt a Highway cleanup, and that'll be in the morning as well. So we typically meet in the parking lot behind the Harleysville Bank, and we'll have a sign-up sheet for that coming around soon. And we recently had meeting for the Family Bowling Night Committee. And Fowler, did you get a chance to go over there yesterday or talk to them?
Sure. So Lana is a godsend. So Lana met me and we spoke to Jeff at the bowling alley. He was originally going to give us half the facility, and so he's looking into giving us the entire facility for April 22nd. For any Sunday doesn't work, he's going to push us out to June. I should know by Friday, but right now we're planning for April 22nd. So please start thinking about family and friends that you can get to buy a lane. Each lane will fit 46 boulders, $125 per lane. That a lane sponsor sign at each lane a sponsor. We're looking for 5 to 8 corporate sponsors. That is $250 level. That's to get them 30 days on the monitor at Earl Bowl, and choose that their ad monitor. He'll probably rotate those through May and June if we have enough of those sponsors. Friday, I hope to have that confirmation from the bowling alley. Once we have that, we start to get the flyers and more of that print information and sponsor information. So thank you all in advance for your support. Oh, I'm sorry, I left out something important. It is a BYOB.
Bring your own bowling ball? That would be my OBB.
Is that what we have to look forward to next year?
So that event, if we are going to be staying with the 22nd, that event is going to be coming up quickly. So please keep that in mind. If you can think of anyone or a family that's interested in, like Valerie said, sponsoring a lane, or corporate sponsors, of course, we're looking for. And this is going to be a great event to be able to support the community. The Sebastian Riding Academy, I did get some feedback from them on some available dates. The 2 dates they have available are either May 3rd or May 13th. Wait, those aren't weeks apart though. May 3rd is a Saturday. Was one of those a Saturday? $13? Okay, let's go with the 13th. So maybe what we'll do is target May 13th, a Saturday, for the Sebastian Riding Academy. I will confirm back to Chris at the Sebastian Riding Academy. One of the things we need to start thinking about is they're interested in us seeing, or if we are interested or available to develop some sort of an interactive game that the horseback riders can play while they're riding on the trail. She suggested a Plinko board, which I'm imagining as a piece of plywood with big holes in it that they could throw maybe tennis balls through or something. You just have to make sure that it is painted in a weatherproof fashion, and we probably have to put a couple posts in the ground to mount it. Anybody have any questions or comments about that? I'm certainly willing to participate in the construction of that. Or so if anybody has any thoughts, I could build it in my garage. If you want to help, you can come visit the Kingfisher. If you don't know, Kingfisher's the name of the bar that's in my garage.
Yeah.
John, is that BYOB?
There is some B usually available, but you can always bring your own. Yes, yes. Okay, so we'll target the 13th, and we'll start planning towards that. And we'll have a sign-up sheet for that circulating in upcoming meetings. And maybe I think we need to put up I'll be doing some trail maintenance. I think the big project she was wanting us to do was the idea of making a Plinko board is what she suggested. An interactive game so that the horseback riders have something to play while they're riding on the trail. Well, she'll hopefully come up with some other ideas for us while we're there, and I'll ask her about that when I reply back to her. On May 17th, one of our signature events in the spring, the four-way test breakfast is coming up at the Indian Valley Country Club. Following the four-way test coming up in a few weeks, the four-way test breakfast gives us the opportunity to honor some people who are really involved in making an impact in our community. It's a great event for us to highlight, what we do for Rotary. It could be an opportunity for us to maybe invite new people to visit and join our club. Typically, it's a very big event for us. I think we have a pretty solid foundation. The invitations and information and flyers, I think those are going to be available soon. There is a four-way test committee meeting tomorrow at 4 o'clock. If anyone is interested in visiting or joining that, it's a virtual meeting, so we can share the link with anybody who's interested in attending. Yes?
The flyer that they sent out to the club people, the link doesn't work, and I did tell Jeff that, but I still, I don't know if we fixed the flyer or not. So before it goes out, I would like.
To see it?
No, I'd like to just make sure it works before it
Oh,
goes
the
out,
link.
because the link that was on there went to last year's.
Oh.
And then, so people are trying to sign up for sponsorships and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So just have them check those links that the QR code went just to the main event,
Oh, our Rotary.
event right page, not the Rotary.
Okay.
And then the link went to the old. Was it on the website? Did they? Okay, well, they never sent a flyer.
Okay.
So I sent it to some people that I knew would be interested in access.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did tell Jeff, but I hadn't seen a new one come out.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll try it again. But as of yesterday, somebody tried it. The old flyer.
Okay.
So we fixed it. It wasn't fixed yet. So maybe. It's an invitation. The electronic invitation. Yeah, no, it was a attached flyer that was sent out. That's the invitation. I'll recheck it and I'll check them. I just wanted to make someone aware.
Okay. We'll confirm that at the meeting tomorrow. Yeah, okay, yep. So that takes care of spring. Busy couple of months, and then we'll have a break for a while. And then remember, we're looking ahead towards August after that for the 4-H fair. That's always a great event for us to help out with the parking there. It's a really fun event. It's great for us to visit, increase our visibility within the community, because anyone who comes in and out of the fair is going to see us standing there with our Rotary swag on. So that'll be on August 11th. Does anyone have anything else that they want to make sure that we include for upcoming events or calendar events that are coming up? Yes.
Marsha, just a reminder, she sent out an invitation to all women in our club to support designer bags bingo. Yes. For Jenna's blessing bag. So just wanted to remind all the ladies, if you want to join us, I am Lauren, I will be going. Bring a friend. So I just wanted to remind you.
I mean, guys can go too, but.
Guys can send their wives or, they think their wives.
That's apparently a BYOB event also. So apparently, from what Jackie said, it's a lot of fun. And I'm sorry, what's the date of that, Valerie? The 14th? I'm sorry.
It's April 14th.
April 14th.
And it's at St. Marie Moretti, 66.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
Everybody pay attention here, this is very, very important. There are only 10 keys left in here. Including the green one. I is about, according to our treasurer, 750 or more. Right? There's a good chance. You haven't bought a ticket yet, you want more.
Yeah, first I wrote a license tickets. Now that you said it, I gotta get in.
There you go. Yes, sir. Yep.
Monday evening, there was a virtual meeting for the Public Image Forum. That Jim, I think what his last name is. Anyway, one of the new members, Jim and I, on, and one of the things that they mentioned, Jim Kerr, yes. One of the things they mentioned was, instead of just taking a group picture, when we do the Adopt the Highway, a group picture of everybody there, take pictures of the Rotarians in action, like 3 or 4 guys along the road picking up stuff, and then to mention, what the Rotarians' names are. It's a little bit more interesting to people that are looking at it. If they just see a group of people, like, oh, okay, Harleysville Rotary picked up trash, good Woody, nice. At least they're doing something. But I want to try and get Jim and I are going to try and update the website and on Facebook of that. And I know Marcia's going to Australia. If you could take some pictures of you and your husband, and in the conference room or in the exhibit rooms or different things like that, we can post stuff like that. When you go on your Rotaract missions, we could get some pictures, or Rotoplast. And anybody else that, if you go to a Rotary event, get some pictures, doesn't have to be professional, but just something of people in action rather than just standing around in a group, okay? We really want to try and promote our club and make it interesting to people that are going on Facebook or whatever, and see that we are doing things and it's a fun group to be involved in. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. That reminded me of something. I think when we do events like Adopt a Highway, we might want to try to have maybe a little mini meetup afterwards. And we'll go over to Hennings and see if we can take a couple of the chairs upstairs, have a cup of coffee, sit down and chat for a little while before we all disperse that morning. So just have some camaraderie before we go. That takes care of the calendar agenda. Next up would be Rotary Trivia.
Get out of the way.
Live from the Franconia Cafe, it's another exciting edition of Rotary Trivia. Join us as one lucky contestant will play to win a fabulous grand prize by showing us what they know about Rotary. I'm your announcer, Larry Moss, here with their host, Phil Jenkins.
Let's start by telling the audience about today's grand prize.
Let's direct your attention to our spokesperson, Tony Maurer. Courtesy of Gary Volpe, today's contestants play for an always useful Volpe Enterprises retractable tape measure. It features a 10-foot retractable metal tape with both inch and metric measurements, belt clip, wrist strap, and rubber casing. Wow. Whenever a project arises, this tape measure will do the job. Not available in stores, retail by today's grand prize. We're guessing it's free with any purchase.
Speaking of measurements, you know that old saying, if you give them an inch, they think they're a ruler. Never heard that, something like that. All right. How about introducing today's contestant?
Today's contestant selected at random from our studio audience,
just moments ago. When it comes to Rotary knowledge, this Rotarian will no doubt measure up. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to Gary Volpe!
You have one? Box, maybe? Yeah. There's no end to our hiking.
You know, when you brought the tape, I said, definitely speaking.
Yeah, well, you can reprise it.
Oh, okay.
Reprise it. Something like that. You can put it in the thing for the loser, consolation prize. Or for the winner, I mean, for the winner. Anyway, why does World Road Rack Week take place during the week of March 13th? It's coming up. World Road Rack Week. Why does it happen that week? First Road Rack Club was founded. First service project was completed. Road Rack became a membership type. The lucky weeks had already been taken. Down to the 13th.
You know, I've been away for a while.
Yeah, that's the other piece of it. You show up now. Anyway, you know, you have your lifelines. Ask your friends. It'll be 50 and ask the
I'm
audience.
gonna go and ask the audience.
Ask the audience?
Yeah.
All right, audience. How many think it commemorates when the first Road Rack Club was founded? I sent you the thing. How about the first service project completed? How about?
Oh, I'm part of the audience, aren't I?
Yeah, you are part of the audience, that's right. Hey, you're trying to throw that red herring in there. How about a Road Rack became a membership type? I don't know. And how about the lucky weeks that have already been taken? The audience seems to think
I'm gonna
that
go with
it's,
C.
that's what they think.
Oh, really?
The next one, nobody thought it was when the first service project was completed. So that would kind of lead either D or A, I think. But, you know, take your choice. You're playing for the prize.
Let's go with A.
A, final answer, okay. Okay, then what do you eliminate the incorrect answers? All right, we knew it wasn't that. What do you think? Oh, you are a winner! All right. Man, oh man. It matches your shirt.
That's on purpose.
That's for purpose. That's why we buy all our tools and it matches our uniform. Anyway, during World Road Rack Week, Rotarians and Racks, they come together to celebrate the importance of the Road Rack program. And World Road Rack, it actually takes place every year during the week of March 13th to commemorate the founding of the club on March 13th, 1968. And it was sponsored by the, the Charlotte North Rotary Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. So since it's a slow day, we have a little more. So through Road Rack Club, and Road Rack Clubs, just as a general overview, they're for young people 18 or older. And a lot of times they're associated with universities and colleges, the same way Interact is with high school. But they don't necessarily need to be that tied together. And anyway, they develop professional skills, leadership skills, and they have fun doing community service, and they work together all the time with their sponsoring Rotary clubs. But now that it's a membership type, they don't necessarily have to be sponsored. I believe they can go out on their own and they can do that. And just an additional piece of trivia, Road Rack stands for Rotary in Action. Although the name originally came from Rotary and Interact. You know, and Interact was International Action, which is the high school level program we talked about. But as of now, it's changed Rotary in Action. So there you go, just some general things. There's almost 11,000 Road Rack clubs, over 200,000 Rotaractors, and as you note, about 2 years ago maybe, that our membership jumped from 1.2 to 1.4, and that was with the addition of the 200,000 becoming part of the membership, and in 180 countries. So anyway, Gary, you are a winner. Enjoy that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll teach you to be away. Oh, if you want to lose it, yeah. They'll know who belongs to.
That was a tough one, Gary. I'm glad you didn't come up short.
I mean, you and Chuck, I'm sending my scripts, you know. Yeah.
Inch by inch.
So just to revert back to when we were going over the calendar of events, kind of like the end of last year, we have a busy couple of months coming up. So participation is going to be important. If people are interested in, sitting in or becoming part of the bowling committee or becoming part of the other events that we have coming up, we've got this opportunity for a stream cleanup, we've got the highway cleanup, and the four-way test breakfast is going to be a great big event for us. So it's going to be a busy couple of months. We probably slow down in the summer, and then we'll probably ramp up again this fall. Keep in mind that we go to the fall this year. Last year was the first year for the croquet tournament, and that was very successful. And we had a big investment in that last year. So this year is going to be a great opportunity for us to raise some funds for someone in an organization in the area, or maybe for the foundation, or a combination thereof. And we've really been building upon, had great success with the Halloween parade. And I think this coming year is going to be the big anniversary year, right, Dean? Is this the year? Like the anniversary of the Halloween parade, is it the 40 or 30 year anniversary? Yeah, this year. So this year is going to be a pretty significant year for us. The 40-year anniversary, we really got to promote that. So that's going to be super exciting. And we always seem to have an awesome golf outing. So that's going to be, actually, ironically, I met a kid at a networking event yesterday who, if you guys remember the golf outing this past year, there was a wedding party who came to get their pictures taken. He was in that group, and apparently he knows the family that owns McCobie Runs. So he's speaking very highly of the family that runs that. So we have a great spring, great fall, some rest in between. Okay. Anyone else have anything else they want to mention before we go on to brags and tags? Yes, Randy?
I want to, I mentioned something I think several weeks ago, but I'm going to give this some thought. In a few weeks, going to Colombia, South America, with the Rotary class. This will be my 25th mission with the Rotary class. And I want to do a somewhat of a little bit of a fundraiser because it certainly does not go to me. It would be for Rotary class for future missions and stuff. But I thought about the idea of doing what I'm kind of calling 25 for 25. And I'm looking for 25 people to donate $25 or more to Rotary Class International. So if anyone is interested, and certainly it's not just for the Rotary Club, but I'm going to be promoting it for different people. But if you are interested in that, you can give me a check for $25 or more, and make it out to Rotary Class International, and I will make sure that it gets forwarded, and make sure that it's pretty important to me. This coming January, I'll actually be the chairman of the board for Rotary Class. So it's kind of really been a journey for me, and Jack Brent got me involved in Rotary Class back in 2006, and so it's been really a neat adventure, and I really stay involved. So I'll say more about that next week. Valerie, put it in the notes too.
When you need to check.
Anytime. I can, I will be here the next couple of weeks, but we leave the 28th for England. I come back from England, back for 3 days, and then I leave for South America. I come back 3 days after South America, and I have my knee surgery. So, but I'm hoping to be at Rotary
last couple of weeks, and then the week or the Wednesday before I leave for rotor class. So, or if you want to just give them here, and then I can get them when I get to Rotary, all. But just rotor class. Oh, thank you very much. And rotor class international. Yes, and they just want me clear that does not go to me. That goes to a future mission. So,
Take cash?
that?
Take cash?
Yeah, I'll take cash.
Okay.
But if you want to write off, you can do it either way.
Where is your board meeting?
We meet quarterly. Soon, and then in October, we go out. We have a first meeting. So, yeah.
That's amazing, Randy. I can't imagine how many, I don't know if you have an idea of how many kids have been impacted by all the missions you've been on. It's got to be in the hundreds, yes.
It's loads.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. That's, yeah.
And this mission to Colombia, we've been there before. So I've been to Colombia several times, but this is the first time to Italy. And they had a mission there before, and it was very successful. With COVID, not having missions for a few years, some of these countries have a real backlog of kids now. So it's get back.
Yeah. Thank you, Randy. So Randy's got a busy spring, so if you're interested in participating or sponsoring, in that, maybe try to have a check brought into the club meeting before the end of the month. That'll be helpful, I think. Okay. Next, we'll go on to brags and sags. Anyone have any brags or sags for this week? Chuck?
This past weekend, I got to go camping with my oldest grandson. He's in Cub Scouts in 9 in April. And his first camping trip, we went to a Cub Scout camp out near Peach Bottom. So I drove from here to Westchester, picked him up, drove another hour almost to Friday. It was rainy on the way there, got real windy during the night. But Saturday was windy, but it was sunny. We went for a hike, we went to the archery range. It was a great weekend with him. And whenever we were sitting around, he'd be like right up against me with his head on my shoulder. It was just such a special weekend.
Marcia?
I have two. One is, Marty and I were lucky this past weekend, we sold our camper, on Facebook. We got $40 less than we were asking. And they got a free hitch because their hitch was too big for it. So that's one, and the other one is Gary very kindly brought all of our club flags that I'm gonna take to Australia with me. We have a pile of flags to bring back from all the different people I meet when I'm at the convention.
Excellent. Frank?
I have two. One is we had our first revival meeting for the satellite club. And that was last night. There were 4 people who showed up. And Gary was one. We had a heck of a great time. We were at timeout. We were waiting. We were hoping a couple more people would show up. We had a discussion. We had a meal. It was just really a great time. We all looked at time. Time went by, and we were just chit-chatting. We had a great time. So, time for I know you brought in a bunch of people, and we're talking about Yolana and Ira and that.
Lonnie's on. I see her name, she's on.
Oh, Lonnie, there you are. Okay. There you are, Lonnie. We meet at 5:30. It's the first and third Tuesdays, 5:30 at timeout. We had a great time, and it's for anybody. It's for anybody. If you missed this meeting, or you tied up with work or something, and you want to come to the room and find out what's going on, we use thanks to Val, their great summaries and everything. We use that just go over it, this is what's happening, and we try to get them interested in participating in our events and so on. That's what it is, it's an extension of this club now. But if you do get stuck, or if, the AM gets, for those that the AM just doesn't work, it's a great time, so we're hoping to build up, and we're gonna be seeking members. Gary, as usual, already has somebody he's asking to come, and we're gonna be building it up. So think about it, and if you know people that just can't get here, but you don't, tell them it's 5:30, first and third Tuesdays of the month. Second thing, tomorrow, I know I'll never catch up to Len, but tomorrow I turn 78, and I don't know if I had anything to do, I thank God for that, I don't know why I always do it. But it's also I feel blessed, not only with the health and so on with it, but this past August was 42 years short. It's been, I still have the same feeling and same joy for Rotary as I did then. It's just great. And you people make it all that way. This club is really a great club. It's really, well, Phil knows. Phil's been around a few other clubs. You know how great we really are. I'm just really proud of you.
You can't beat Harleysville.
That's right. Do we have I'm sorry, Dean? Yep.
Okay, this is just a segue from Chuck. We had our grandkids overnight over the weekend. They're 4 and 5 years old. We put them to bed downstairs watching TV. We hear thump on the floor. So I go upstairs. The 4-year-old girl's on the floor. She fell out of bed. I was crying. We put her back in. My wife says, "Hey, we should let her go to sleep. What if she had a concussion? She might die." So she went over, and she's still breathing. So she slept with her. I'm in bed and hear another thump.
His wife fell out of it.
I go running over there. Granddaughter's in the bed. Rochelle fell out of bed. She's wedged between the bookcase and the bed. Can't get up. She says, "Take Grace to the potty, she's got to go." I had to physically drag her out. Couldn't get her up. I said, "You got to roll over, go on your knees, grab the bed." We finally got her up. No worse for wear. The next morning, my wife says to Grace, "Hey, who fell out of bed last night?" "You did, Grammy."
Gary?
I got a brag and a second. So the brag was, as you all know, wait for 6 weeks, which was our longest wait for fun ever since we've been married. We've been married over 48 years. And it was 6 weeks there in Florida. It was so good. My wife and I didn't want to leave. My wife now has said she may want to chase the bird. And so maybe next year, in 2 months. So anyway, that's the brag. The sag is, drove home and got here and it's not close once. That's why I haven't seen me in Turkey, I was back. But one more thing, more to say. Did any of you read or hear on the news about the train that was stuck for 37 hours? Or a train? Huh? Okay, that was us. We were already yelling. The point where I was, you couldn't go on a train again. Been there 3-4 times, and the last time was delayed 3 hours one way, 3 hours the other way. And my wife convinced me we should go, and so we go down, and then they had a train jam, and I go by it. When the train track that we were on, train derailed down the road, so we had to take a different track. On the way down, the engineers ran out of time to engineer the train. They had to stop the train in the middle of the road. And we sat. And then told they could get us to somebody else, well, unfortunately, that guy comes in, he only had 2 or 3 hours left on his time. So they had to stop it again, and we're, this was awful, and in the end, we had, where lunch smashed in both. All the soup that big, used to, no bread, no crackers, like, spoon. And that was, they worked 4 hours earlier in the morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning, we wake up and we say, well, we have. So we did. 37 hours. And certain people, the coach, they just have a seat. They go there. And, we have a room.
What track was that, Amtrak?
Anybody else? Well, while Gary's standing, Gary, can you come up here for a moment? I keep getting these packages in the mail. I think I'm getting something from Rotary, and I have no idea what it is. So, many of you know, we have many great supporters of the Paul Harris Foundation. Gary is one of them, and he has recently received his fourth medallion on his pin. So, congratulations, Gary. I have one for Shishma, I think, also. I have to figure out how to get it to her. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else before we conclude today's meeting? Final comments? All right. Oh, I'm sorry, the raffle. Today's the big day. So let's have our birthday gentleman the raffle ticket today.
That's the one who picks the key out. You forget how this works?
Yeah.
One picks the key out.
It's the
$3.
Oh, that's right, we're gonna give that you.
I appreciate it.
Let's see how far can I hold this up?
Last 3 numbers are 937.
937. Valerie.
Now you get $3.
There you go.
Come on now.
Say the right word.
There's only 10 in here with the green one.
Wow. So, okay. Yep. Okay. So what, the pot builds and the teas dwindle. So it's going to be exciting next couple of weeks. Yeah. Well, it's going to be over in 2 months, right? Within 2 months. 9 teas, right?
Was Carol Bauer the last one?
Yeah.
Or was it that?
Last big.
Len? You were the last one to win?
I hear about it every day.
Well, I tell you what, I remember
back in 19.
Len's won a couple of times, haven't you? So big bucks.
How's that?
Carol won $1,900.
Wow. Speaking of Carol, Chuck, do you have any updates on any kind of timeline, things that are going on with them?
No.
Okay. All right, so we need to get that information so we can be able to plan appropriately. Okay.
I thought Carol was gonna be here.
Yeah, okay. So that's going to conclude our meeting for today. Our board and foundation board meetings will follow. And everybody have a great week, and I'll see you next week.
Nicely done. Thank you.